Hope I ain't done nothing to you.
Oh, nah, ain't shit. Nah, ain't nobody that I know. It's just a motherfucker who I believe is just not as good as he believes he is, and there's no reason for him to be able to retire such a great talent. He ain't about shit.
Alrighty then.
Simple as that. That nigga know he shit. I know he probably sitting there wondering why he can't get no traction, nigga. Cause you're shit. You're shit, nigga. You refuse to accept that you're shit. Your character shit. You shit. Your shit. Everything about you. Your shit. Career just shit. It's just shit, nigga. You shit. Trash, nigga. Should not be a top champion in anybody's company with your goddamn skills. Which is none, by the way. No skills. You have none. It's easy to make a nigga look dominant when he sucked. Look at John Cena.
Yeah, we all knew he sucked.
So shit. They can say what it's whatever. Yeah.
We all knew John Cena sucked. Hell, he knew he sucked. Shit.
And John knew what was up. Faggot. No. That's why he dumped Bree, so he can go get muscle bound and fuck guys.
In Hollywood, yeah.
It's easy to do it out there. You know, they got an underground scene. You know? He ain't got to go be John Cena. He can go be Juan Cena. You know,
yeah, those after parties.
Juan Cinco.
I'm ready when you are, big dog.
All right, guys. Welcome back to Top Grappler.
What up?
I got my trusty shit swatter, and it's for one person and one person alone, and it's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, you do not deserve to retire a talent like Bryan Danielson. Daniel Bryan, whoever you want to fucking call himself, you do not deserve to retire Daniel Bryan.
I concur.
So yeah, next week we might be seeing Daniel Bryan's last match, coming off the heels of probably one of the worst promos I've ever fucking seen. Yeah, you asked me about it, and I had to go back and watch it, and I watched it, and I must say, Paul, drop this loser, dude. That simple as that, nigga. I can't stand to sit back and try to ask myself if you're actually enjoying Roman Reigns' promos, or you actually making those faces because you can't believe this nigga sucks that bad.
Spend 10
you
years,
know what I'm saying?
Spend 10 years and this motherfucker still can't cut a promo for himself.
Like, bruh, they need promo cord. Don't they give this kind of shit?
Yeah, but
at the damn what's the name? They let you sit in front of the screen and see how well you can cut a promo. Bro, what happened? Did you miss every day that it was your turn?
I say you can't
teach that. One day I'm gonna be the head of the table and I ain't gotta worry about doing promos. I'm gonna just have somebody like I'm gonna request Paul Heyman to talk for me, and it's gonna be like, nah, because we already had that before with Brock Lesnar,
and he was better at it than you. He was better at it than you.
Yeah, and you ain't Brock Lesnar, nigga.
Never, so, not even in the same breath. So stop.
In all honesty, Daniel, I don't even see this as a loss, man. Do your time in your contract. Bryan Danielson in AEW
or Impact
later on this year. Let him go, WWE. You're done with him. You want to push this garbage in Roman Reigns? By all means, do your thing, dude. Now, on to what we really want to talk about, and that's Impact Rebellion 2021. And yeah, I mean, shit. I think I had when I was called you last night, and I was like, bro, isn't it a pay-per-view tonight or something? I couldn't find where to fucking watch it. So I ended up finding out where to watch it. I went to fight.com, and yeah, I came in after I believe, the X Division match. No, I came in after, just at the end of the 8-man tag team match, I believe, because I hit you up and I was like, bruh, fucking Big Cass over on fucking Impact now. Just before he was just over at another company with Melina. I ain't a champion. Now he over here, bruh.
He on the AEW after this. You don't think AEW gonna use him? They need big men over there, and they already working with him. So shit, why not? Go and get Enzo back over there. Y'all get back to doing what y'all was doing, and everything should be fine.
Dude. So they had a triple threat X Division Championship match featuring TJP, Josh Alexander, and Ace Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think they ended up turning that into a 4-way, right?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Oh, no, Josh Alexander. Okay, yeah, I take that back. Josh, I just didn't recognize his face on this picture. But, yeah, Josh Alexander, dude who used to be a part of the tag team, the North, with Ethan Page before he decided to go ahead and roll on over to AEW. Mm-hmm. Well, he picked up the win and is now the new X Division champion. And, yeah, I mean, when they going to give TJP a chance or something, bro?
I don't know. The man's been all over the world. I don't know. The man's been all over the world. He's done nothing but be a success everywhere he's been. I don't really count his run with WWE because I think that was more of WWE than that was him. You know what I'm saying? As it is with a lot of wrestlers. I honestly, I just think right now they just want him to play the gatekeeper because they need star talent. You know what I'm saying? You can't have star talent without having some of the talent that people don't know going over at certain periods of time, talent that people do know. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you build stars. So I don't necessarily think it's them not giving him a shot. It's just they need stars right now, and who better to put people over right now in that division than TJP, who's been everywhere in every company across the world and been successful to some degree. You understand what I'm saying? So just have him play the gatekeeper right now. I'm pretty sure they got at least one championship run for him, if not later this year or sometime next year. So they got plans for him. Just right now, they don't necessarily need him hogging the spotlight, you know what I'm saying, having all the spotlight when they got all this other talent they need to push right now. You understand what I'm saying? So he can have somebody down the road. So if he does win the championship, it'll seem genuine instead of just being like, oh, it's just another WWE guy being put over. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, talent only take you so far. If they don't see you as championship material, dude, then you better believe they'll find a place for you on any show. But the next match turned into end up being that tag team match into which Eric Young was supposedly injured. I don't know exactly what the hell the name of this group is. Oh, Violent by Design. The Eric Young and put them together, another sanity group.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what it is with Stables in this man, but he just love a group of dudes beating the shit out of each other, don't you think?
I mean, shit.
Given the fact that this motherfucker got Rhino on the squad, Big Cass. Oh, my bad. Morrissey. What the hell kind of name is this, by the way? What the hell is Morrissey? What the hell is that? What? W. Morrissey. Morrissey. Morrissey.
Is that his real last name or some shit?
Is that his real name? Whatever it is, it's debuting W. Morrissey. That's the name that they debuted for Big Cass, and I don't know if that's supposed to be some kind of play on Mercy or some shit, but it looks stupid. And
y'all need to reevaluate that name.
I don't know if he coming up with his own names or whatnot, man. But Cass,
don't do that.
Stop. I know if that's your real name, that is something that nobody should have known.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, nigga. Like, that's like your last name being Vanderschmidt. Nigga, you ain't never gonna tell nobody your last name is Vander. What's up, man? My name's Randy. Randy what? Randy? What's your last name, buddy? Vendor Schmut.
Yeah, you got Jobber written all over you.
Yeah.
Because of that last name. Sorry. Shit, I don't even like motherfuckers knowing my government name. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I had motherfuckers call me Rage, you know?
Like, right? Cause like, come on, dude. Like, it's whatever, dude. And then I gave it to him. He in shape, but
yeah, he in shape. He looked good, no homo, but you know.
Let's just hope that you can actually get moving this time around, and you know what I mean? Because you didn't bounce from platform to platform to platform to try to find a place. Well, with everything that's going on now in the world of professional wrestling, shouldn't be too hard. So let's see what happens. Big Cass or Morrissey is over on Impact, and Violent by Design picked up a win last night. And I have to say, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I just don't know. Impact has a problem with their matches, the grade. Mike Striker said some shit last night after one match. He was like, one thing I like about Impact Wrestling is their consistency to put on a quality match. I agree with that in part by saying they are consistent. They're inconsistent with putting on matches of the same quality with different stars, and that's not good.
Yeah, it's like I'm saying.
Because after each one of these matches, I literally couldn't wait for it to be over. And I feel like that when I watch other matches at other companies sometimes. But most of these matches, Raw. But like with most of these matches on this card tonight, I just felt like it was like, all right, next. And maybe that's just Impact, but
it's a reason why they had to bring Kenny Omega over there. So
yeah, like that's why I was telling Jeremy last night, dude, they could have performed this match on either show, but the company that needed the draw was Impact. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So on to your next match with two former WWE jobbers as well, Matt Cardona and fucking Brian Myers for some reason are at odds. Nigga, what?
Why are y'all even fighting against each other? That makes no sense. You would think they pick right back up in with their tag team shit and run with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey, whatever. Whatever.
It was as usual, but a match. But the man, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, these two, they should not have. They need a pre-show on Impact because this is exactly where that match would have been. Straight up. The days of kicking off pay-per-views and just going ahead and running with them, that shit should be stupid. Is probably done by now, dude. You got to have a pre-show. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in and put two. No disrespect to these two dudes, but who's really a fan of these guys?
Y'all some jobbers. Let's just call it what it
is. To want to see them after 3 already gruelingly hard to watch matches. Who really wants to see? I really can't.
It's like they tried to me. It's like they tried to. It seemed like to me they tried to sell that match off of like their names, their brand. You know what I'm saying? Like people are gonna want to watch them because they former WWE guys. You know what I mean? Like that's what that match felt like to me.
That's what it felt like. So yeah. Brian Myers ended up beating. I'm just gonna go to the next. The Knockouts Tag Team Championships with Fire and Flavor, which is probably a stupid name as far as I'm concerned.
I think it is a very stupid name.
But we had a debut of, I believe that's Paul Ellering's daughter.
Really?
What's her face? Rachel Ellering. Yeah. And she was a little bigger. She was a little bit of a hefty girl, a little heftier of a girl, not too, but that picture, this picture right here, this shit right here. Oh, wait a minute. They trying to fucking hold on.
Ads.
Like they like, nah, don't show her. Don't show her. Nah.
Take these ads for trying to body shame.
This is another thing that they were talking about. I seen something the other day. This picture right here, that chick right there, Rachel Ellery. See how thin that waistline look?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Photoshop was a motherfucker. Because when I'm looking at that picture now, and I'm like, that is not the same chick that was in the ring last night. Oh no, it wasn't.
Maybe a little.
She was as big. Her and Jordan Grace were probably about the same size, minus the curves that Jordan Grace has. So which means she didn't have no hips.
Oh God.
But I'm a guy. I'm gonna look at the beautiful lady. So you know what I'm saying. So whatever. They end up getting the title match for some reason. What's her face? What's the chick name? Jordan Grace. She continuously chasing these tag team titles for whatever reason, you know. And yeah, finally she couldn't make it happen with Jazz, who Deonna Purrazzo retired a couple weeks ago. And yeah, it ended with Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellery capturing the titles finally in another lackluster match, bro. When I say the matches on this card there were, I'd have to say the only not A plus, A quality match, maybe a high B, was the Kenny Omega Rich Swann match.
That's what that pay-per-view was built for anyway. It wasn't built for nobody else. It was built just to have that match.
Yeah.
To me.
And so yeah, that match, I mean, it was high. Of course, with a new debut, you're gonna come out with some high energy. I mean, she looked good. She come out there and they was doing their thing, but I think now after this, I don't know, maybe Fire and Flavor was just too boring. Dude, Jordan Grace and old girl probably ain't gonna be no better. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, bro. That's just them. That's just go ahead and drop it down on the line with again, no disrespect to these women, but women's tag team wrestling is not the business.
It's unnecessary.
It's just not the business. It's uninteresting, and that match last night just proved that if they don't develop more tag teams in their division and more stars to fill that tag team slot or whatever, that build that tag team up, it's not gonna work. Just like WWE's tag team division ain't working. You know, what you think?
That shit don't work. I've never been a fan of it. And it's got nothing to do with me being sexist or anything like that. It's just, you know, I probably shouldn't say that, but you know, I just think it was a waste of time because like it seemed like to me these women's tag team division shit is just like it seems like a publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying? Look, women can be the same as men, and then like when you bring it to the surface, you find out, damn.
You looking at it and it's
you
like,
know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I mean? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like y'all took something that was probably meant for one night and tried to stretch it out, and then and it's not working for nobody. I'm not gonna say there's no place for that, but for where y'all trying to put them at, and for what y'all trying to do with them, for the lack of planning and the lack of foundation y'all had, just bringing them up instead of building up your tag teams for that moment. It's why it's other shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I would say the same thing about a men's tag team division. Cause for you council coaches, motherfuckers out there, I'd say the same thing about a men's tag team division. If you don't have a plan or a foundation to build that shit on for them titles to mean something, the entire division is gonna be shit. And that's exactly why you're failing with the women's tag team division in all facets of every company that does that shit. For the simple fact, y'all did that shit for a PR stunt and didn't plan the fuck out for it. If y'all were going to do that, what y'all should have done was take 6 months and say, you know what, before we even debut these motherfuckers, we gonna build up about 6, 7, 8 tag teams, build them motherfuckers up, so when we bring these championships, our people are already familiar with the women's tag team division. Now we can finally have the big payoff at a big pay-per-view. Neither one of you motherfuckers did that, and that's why it's not working. That's my opinion on it.
I agree. And then like I say, it don't help that none of these chicks got no real chemistry as a tag team.
On top of that, there's no chemistry. There's like, bro, y'all asking for shit y'all weren't ready for your damn self, both on the fucking bookers and on the wrestling end. Y'all think y'all want something, and then you get it and realize, well, why isn't that work? Because you weren't ready for it. There was no need for it.
Yeah, most definitely. So Next match, which was actually a pretty good match. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of Sami Callihan. I actually like Sami Callihan.
I think he need to go ahead and move up whenever he get a chance. As soon as his contract's up, move up. You need to move up, bro.
Yeah. And he had a match last night with Trey Miguel, and who, in my opinion, I thought was Ricochet, who lost a little weight and grew some hair, you know. But it was a decent match. I mean, you know, I like how one thing I do give Impact is the ability to tell a story, whether it be whack or not. You know, this story behind this one is the fact that Trey Miguel didn't have enough passion to be in the business. So Sami Callihan figured, you got to prove to me that you got passion, I guess. And they settled this in a last man standing match, which was
I can get behind that. I can get behind the story, but you can't have a good story in shit wrestling, and vice versa. WWE, you can't have good wrestling and a shit story. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it was a good match. You know what I'm saying? I actually was watching it and was into it. You know what I'm saying? Sami Callihan doing Sami Callihan shit, throwing chairs at motherfuckers' heads and whatnot. And I'm telling you, this motherfucker, I really do think with this guy, with Trey Miguel's attire that he had on last night, on his jacket, he had Prince on his jacket. He had on pants similar to Ricochet's pants. You know what I'm saying? He had on some wristbands that had 2 W's on it, but he had them upside down. He had them like they was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't know if this dude is, you know, some kind of kin or Ricochet or maybe a alternative to Ricochet or somebody who probably think he better than Ricochet. I don't know, but they share similarities big time in many different ways, especially they selling and the way that they perform high flying moves and whatnot. And he did a damn good job. He ended up coming away with the win last night because I'm guessing he was returning. So, you know, Sami already been there. Ain't no need for Sami to pick up a victory over a returning high flyer. But yeah, it was a good. It did earn the B rating that they gave it. You know what I'm saying? It could have been better, you know, in some spots. But I just think, I don't know. I think the two styles clashed. You know what I mean? In some way, I think the two styles clashed a little bit. You still had Sami Callihan, who is the bigger of the two, but not the bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? Doing big guy things, dirty shit, like putting wrenches in motherfuckers' mouths and trying to stretch a jar out and shit. Yeah. I mean, he fish hooked this man with a wrench. Come on, he put a wrench in this nigga's mouth.
Be on that Terry Funk McFoley shit, bro. I ain't gonna bullshit you.
So yeah, I mean, it was a good match, man. It ended with Trey Miguel putting Sami Callihan through a table and taking that win. So my thing is, what would be next for a person like Trey Miguel in Impact Wrestling?
Now was the time to be playing. If y'all were gonna give him a victory, have something to do for him afterwards. Don't just have him pick up a victory and then, all right, get out of here. We're gonna do something with the guy you just beat. What? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense.
Yeah, like we gonna take that dude and give him a title shot, and we gonna put you back over there and let you fight Brian Myers. Let me stop. Nigga say. So on to the next match, which was the Impact Tag Team Championship match, which I did not realize that New Japan Pro Wrestling's Finn Juice, David Finlay and Juice Robinson had won these titles. I knew that the Good Brothers lost them a while back, but I didn't know that they lost them to Juice Robinson and David Finlay from New Japan. So that just lets me know that New Japan already in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that just lets me know that New Japan is going to be next. New Japan's champion, top champion, world champion is going to be next on the Raw for Kenny Omega probably. You know, but the Good Brothers took on Finn Juice last night, and of course they lost. And it wasn't a good match, dude. I'm telling you, dude. I'm not saying this shit just to down Impact. I like Impact. Impact has had some of my favorite stars there, dude. You know what I'm saying? But the quality of their matches were very underwhelming, dude. Like I literally sat here the whole night like this.
And this is a pay-per-view. This is a pay-per-view, not a normal show. This is a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I was just waiting. And the only time that I could tell you that I was actually sitting up in this chair was when I was watching the main event. So, I mean, like I said, I really ain't got much to say. I guess we just padding time. I really ain't got much to say about this pay-per-view, but FinJuice and the good, FinJuice picked up a win over the Good Brothers. You'd be surprised. Don't. Can I give you a guess on how it went down? One of the most devastating moves in sports entertainment.
The surprise roll-up, baby.
Right. But I was like, next. And so yeah, surprise roll-up from the FinJuice, and yeah. And then we had the Knockout Championship match with Deonna Purrazzo, fine ass, and Tenille Dashwood, personalityless ass. That bitch ain't got no personality, never had no personality whatsoever. By far, in my opinion, the stiffest wrestler I've ever seen. That woman ain't never went for a move and second guess whether she was in the right position. Every time she do it, it's like, okay, we good. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that Emma that used to do that weird shit?
Yeah, Emma.
Huh?
Yeah,
doing that shit.
Dude, chick ain't
That's
never.
How you got more fluidity going to the ring than you do in the match. That's what I want.
Yeah, then how you looser than you are on the way to the ring than you are in the match. Like she has always been horrible, dude.
Vanilla.
Not in here.
Vanilla as fuck.
Yeah, she has always been horrible in the ring as far as I'm concerned. And the fact that she had a title, I just think she was just another stepping stone for Deonna to roll through on her dominant championship reign in Impact, which she has proven to be quite a star over there. I don't think basically the WWE ain't give it a chance. She went over to Impact and she getting a lot of time to grow and become more who she is. I think her next path will probably be what she done here. I'm sure she probably gonna end up in AEW.
I'm about to say, because honestly, I think her not getting to WWE was a blessing in disguise, bro. Because you look at the shit that's been going down in WWE in the past 2 years. We ain't gonna talk about the past 20. We just gonna talk about the past 2 years, bro. And I've even said this to on Twitter to Triple H himself, bro. I don't think WWE is a place for professional wrestlers to go to be stars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a place for y'all to just, you know what I'm saying, get a paycheck. That's not a place where actual performers want to go if they want to be successful at something. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, bro, if I'm a wrestler, bro, WWE is not even on my radar anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's the indie scene, and then it's trying to get to AEW because WWE just ain't got it no more. WWE is all the bullshit that's been coming out, the way they treat legends over there, the way they treat everybody else, how they literally try to own your very person. That shit ain't cool, bro. I don't rock with that. And I honestly think Deonna Purrazzo, her not going to WWE, her not getting in WWE was the best thing that could happen. Because look what she was going to end up if she'd have signed with WWE. She was just going to be if she was going to be another talented person sitting in the back, being wasted, not doing nothing. Now
that's what it was. And the killer part right now. The killer part is, like, she when she was in WWE, she was better than she was now. If you can understand that, it's like, well, how the hell is she better there than she is now? Because back in WWE, she was still young. She still had that fire. She weighed less than she do now. I can tell you that right now. She don't look like the same. You can definitely see that she's put on a little weight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she knows. Deonna, look, it's all Deonna. It's all in the right places. I'm just saying, you back then when you was in WWE, you were smaller. Now you are a bit bigger. You are probably Kimberly. What happened to Kimberly? She used to be bad.
The Wall is undefeated, my guy.
The Wall. That Wall don't stop them. That Wall don't give a damn who you are, ladies.
The Wall is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated with men, and the Wall is undefeated with women. Know that. Now hashtag that, goddamn. You heard it here first.
So yeah, I don't even. I'm gonna be honest with you. The match with Tenille was probably the sloppiest match I ever seen Deanna wrestle. She probably felt the same way.
But that wasn't her fault. We know she can wrestle. We know Tenille.
Yeah, and that match, we knew for a fact that Tenille Dashwood, nigga, after all these years, you'd have been who you wanted to be for some years now. When you was in WWE, the person you are now is who you tried to be, and they wasn't feeling. They tried to make you over, and you left. That's cool. We was behind you on that note, and you started to stick to your guns. You want what you want. You are who you are. This is what makes you better. If you feel that, that's cool. But I'm gonna have to object and say that your personality and the way that you do things in the ring and around the ring do not fit the character that you're trying to build. I don't know if it's just because you're actually scared to take a bump, which is what it seems like to me.
Well, you want to be a wrestler and afraid to actually.
But you're going to take an even worse bump being afraid to take a bump.
Yeah, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to fuck around cripple yourself doing that.
You're
too scared to actually.
And that's the thing. If you're not going to be ready to go, like I say, I agree with Jim Cornette when he spoke on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley works like a man. She goes out there, she throws hard-hitting punches, she takes bumps like a man, she'll take that hit. That's what makes a woman's match look authentic. When you go out there and you stumbling and stifling because you don't want to take a kick in the face, you know what I'm saying, or you don't want to take a hard bump off of just a small little clip from to hit the mat, you know what I'm saying, it looks bad. It makes the quality of the match look bad. And this match looked bad with Tenille in it. Any match with Tenille in it looks bad. I just think that she's a popular name,
the brand,
and not a popular star.
A brand. She's a brand.
Yeah.
That's about it. And I said it like this: if you too afraid to get your ass whooped in the ring, you need to be an Instagram model or some shit. Get your ass out the ring if you ain't.
Take that shit back to where you would take it back to being taking pictures or some shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That whole what was the redhead bitch name? Eva Marie. That was the redhead bitch that was like that. What was her name? Eva Marie.
Yeah, Eva Marie wasn't she supposed to be coming back? I guess that didn't pan out.
Because her ass don't want to get, she don't want to wrestle, bro. Stick to being an actress and on Instagram and all that. Go get your OnlyFans or some shit if you ain't trying to fight. Straight up.
So on to the next match, which was the banger of the entire event, in my opinion, regardless of what a bunch of other people that I heard talking about this pay-per-view. And regardless of the shit that came out of Matt Striker's mouth, screaming, "Oh, this is probably they always have a consistent quality of match." Yeah, y'all, like I said, y'all consistent with putting on a same match with a bunch of different people. Almost every match on this card had that, bro. If this card was a report card, this nigga would be a B student.
Damn.
With a couple C's thrown up in there, nigga. You literally, this was the epitome of an average show, a show that you would see on television, not a pay-per-view, not worth $40. I would tell you that.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So we got our main event last night, Kenny Omega, Rich Swann, and of course they come out and do, you know, they interests come out and they do their thing, and then you get to Don Callis trying to channel his inner Paul Heyman with by far probably the worst and gayest fucking intro for anybody that I've ever seen or heard of. And I'm going to be real with you, Kenny. Don Callis ain't doing you no favors with his homoerotic fucking words, bro. I'm going to be real with you. Because I swear to God, all this, Kenny Omega is God. Kenny Omega Kenny Omega, bro, you trying to sell Kenny Omega to somebody who already know who Kenny Omega is, nigga. Nobody need you. We don't need you, Don.
We knew who
Go
Kenny
be
Omega
the invisible
was,
hand. Take your invisible hand and smear that shit across your whole body and disappear, nigga. Don't nobody need you.
We knew Kenny
don't need you.
That, come on, man.
And this little relationship between y'all, when we first seen y'all partner up from your ridiculously suspect mural on y'all's back wall, 2 grown ass men wearing fucking blue jeans and they fucking no shirts on, glistening and shit, to your 69 act in the ring. You ain't helping your cause, dude. And I don't care that Kenny Omega is whatever, gay or whoever you want to call it, homosexual, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm a fucking human being. I'm a man, nigga. When I heard the word gay and knew what the gay stood for, then that's what it's gonna be called. Gay, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but you don't need Don Callis. I already got it respect for you for being what you already are, which is basically one of the, if not the best professional wrestler in the world. That's cool with me. Drop Don Callis, bro. You don't need him. So anyway, Kenny Omega on the road to becoming Thanos of the WWE, of the wrestling world. You know what I'm saying? He already AAA champion, AEW champion, and now Impact champion. I'm telling you, New Japan on his way, and maybe ROH. But what other one do you think? That's 5. Now, who would be the last one he need? Nigga, go and call out Roman Reigns.
Right? Stop bullshit. Go call out the head of the table.
Elevate that nigga's career. Man. He needs it.
Go take your ass to Hollywood and Nathan Jones your career where you don't have no lines. You just sit there and scream at some shit. Just be that big,
you already did it once in Hobbs and Shaw.
You had to miss 7 months just to not say not a damn thing in that movie. Go get the fuck.
Yeah, come on,
what
man.
You had canceled.
Like, bro.
Okay.
So yeah, Kenny Omega he pulled he knocked off Rich Swann last night, and I knew that this match was gonna go this way. I knew that it was gonna go to the point where it'll get to that point where he's just beating Rich Swann ass up, and Rich Swann is just like helpless, and it's like somebody ended, you know, and that's pretty much what it was. It was like, somebody help him. Rich Swann just taking B-triggers to the face. The man was literally slobbering and drooling all over the damn place, sweating like a Hebrew slave. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, and then just the amount of pressure that they put on this man, knowing he was going to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have said that it was going to go anyway. You could say it if you want, but
we all know.
Rich Swann, no disrespect, bro. You are Rich Swann. That is Kenny Omega, my nigga. You knew you was finna lose.
I'm sorry.
And I'm sure everybody in the back was like, better you than me.
Yeah.
Because
Moose especially was like, shh, glad I got up out of that one, boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because taking that kind of a loss, like, you got to understand, this match is being promoted as a company versus company type of match. And if you're the top of that company, and losing the company's title to somebody else, then that just says that you never deserved to be there in the first place. You know, and giving Rich Swann, the last time we seen Rich Swann, he was getting shitted on by who? WWE, which is right above your head on my screen.
That was not WWE's complete fault. That was more Rich Swann's fault. You shouldn't be snatching the bitch out of car.
Yeah. So you kind of just, went down the road. And I think that was with the chick. Wasn't that with the chick he with now?
Yeah, he's still with her, of course.
Too young?
Come on. Now, did you not think that she wasn't going to stay with? Come on now. We know.
Yeah, that was Sue Young he was fucking with, nigga, who is now Susan, a part of Deonna Purrazzo's crew. So,
and ironically enough, not only did she cost him his career in WWE, but he wound up working for the same company that employed his bitch. So, come on now. We all know how this goes. We all know how DV goes.
So, no disrespect to Rich, man, but you just knew you wasn't supposed. You knew if they didn't have anybody to put in this match against Kenny Omega,
other than Moose, and Moose is probably like, I'm not doing it. Now, I don't blame him. I'm not doing that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they could have gave that title to anybody. I mean, hell, I kind of think the one person that they really wanted to give it to, it came too late, and he was out there. He was at ringside last night. Eddie Edwards. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Edwards was at ringside last night with Rich, along with Willie Mack, and shit. There wasn't no interference or nothing on the match. The match was clean. all the way through up until Kenny started doing heel shit, and then of course Aubrey Edwards, which everybody, I guess that was the drama in the show, that you would think that okay, Aubrey Edwards is going to be an AEW ref, and then you had Brian Hebner, who was the Impact ref. It's like, well, these refs gonna butt heads. That was the drama everybody was waiting for, but it never happened. Somehow Rich Swann ended up hitting Brian Hebner with a fucking cutter. How you hit a man with an accidental cutter? How you hit the referee with a cutter, my nigga?
What in the motherfucking video game? That's some video game shit. When you running up to a motherfucking and go aiming for the opponent, the ref just so happen to be standing right there and get his ass smacked.
Yeah. When I seen that shit, Rich Swann go to do that little fucking front flip, bounce off the rope, and try to hit Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega just grabbed Brian Hebner and like literally placed him on his shoulder. Here you go.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
And then so that caused Aubrey to get in the ring, and then Kenny decided he was gonna pick up a chair and try to lay waste to fucking Rich Swann. And as soon as he go back, Aubrey grabbed the chair and was like, "Nah, we gonna do this clean." You know what I'm saying? And by this time, I think if I ain't mistaken, shit, that's when Kenny started delivering V trigger after V trigger. Like he might as well have been a sniper. The way he was popping them holes off. I'm talking about Rich ass was up in that motherfucker, glossy eyed, sweating in it. Bro, you there? This nigga done been lobotomized.
Right. This motherfucker's in a sunken place. Don't fuck with Kenny Omega.
This nigga done been lobotomized. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he got him up for, and then there was a couple spots in there where they clearly fucked up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought Kenny Omega fell on the back of his head once or twice. Like, it was I don't think it was what they thought it was going to be when it came to the match. Like, I think that they thought it was going to be like a high flying kind of affair with Rich Swann doing Rich Swann shit and Kenny doing Kenny shit. But I think what ended up coming out of it was, they gave it an A+. Me personally, I would have gave it an A. Like I said, an A at least, because I believe it was the best match on the card. That's probably why I got an A+, because it was the best match on the fucking card. And it ended clean, but it ended like everybody already knew it was going to end. And I'm going to be honest with you, dude, I don't know if I really want to know what's going to happen on Impact in the next week. But I know for a fact we're going to be watching AEW.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to want to see exactly what we want to know. What's Kenny Omega? Who Kenny Omega going after next? And he already been captured. He going to be draped in gold when he show up Wednesday.
Dripping.
Like, he couldn't even hold it all last night,
Yeah.
But gold just falling all off his arms and shit. All he could do was just, man, hold this while I do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, it ended, man. So what's next, man? Being as AEW now holds the Impact title, what can you perceive to come next after all this for both companies, especially Impact?
I can't tell you.
And before you start, and who do you think would step up to take said belt back?
I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. All I can do is guess. But honestly, this is just maybe the old school wrestling fan of me. If you got another company's belt, I can obviously see an influx of talent coming from that belt, the company's belt that you took it from. I can honestly see. I don't want to say like an invasion or anything like that, but don't be surprised if you start seeing Impact stars showing back over there, start challenging them for the AEW championship, and vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? And for the AEW championship, the person I see going after Kenny Omega after a character change, well, not a character change, but a face turn, is Moose, because he's the only one that makes sense of beating Kenny Omega. He's the only one I can logically see going in there and beating Kenny Omega for a championship after he's had a long reign. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me. That's the only person I can see going after the Impact title. And honestly, I like the ROH suggestion you had earlier. I can definitely see him going over there to ROH and taking their championship right now. Because who they got?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's also, like, if he gonna try, I had read an article about this happening, like I say, earlier in the year, about Kenny Omega going on this run trying to collect belts from promotions that work with AEW, that are willing to work with AEW. And there are more. WWE aren't the only show in town. You know what I'm saying?
Not anymore.
So, with that being said, I believe that, you know, I really do believe that ROH could be. I can see NWA. There you go. Yeah, I can see NWA. I forgot about Power. NWA Power, since most of those motherfuckers have wrestled over, they were wrestling in Impact as well, because James Storm just came from NWA as their North American champion.
Hell, Jazz came from over there as they women's champion not too long ago. Hell, that's how I found out she was still wrestling. I was like, damn, Jazz still going?
You see what I'm saying? Now, you want to know who shocked me? Who also shocked me was the North American champion over there, fucking NWA Power, Trevor Murdoch.
Trevor Murdoch, huh?
Trevor Murdoch was a top champion. He's still over there kicking ass on fucking NWA, bro. I'm telling you, need to watch Power, bro. Power fun. And they even got D'Angelo. What's his name? D'Angelo. What's his name?
The Pope.
The Pope. Yeah.
D'Angelo De Niro.
Yeah, he over there as the NWA champion, I think now.
Holy shit. That's what's up.
But yeah, so New Japan, AEW, Impact, ROH, and NWA. Well, I take that back. New Japan. He already got AEW. He's a AAA champion. Impact champion. New Japan champion. NWA. That's what I see. ROH would be nice. And that'd be New Japan would probably be the 6th when he grabbed, but I'd have to say the other 3 would be in before New Japan. Because New Japan, they'll fuck around, make that go down at their WrestleMania shows.
That'll be a Wrestle Kingdom match like a motherfucker right there. I could totally see that.
But before we go and before we finish, let's just say, what if WWE, what if Vince said, nigga, I won't in on that, but the only way I'm gonna let you come over here and win a title in my house is if you do it in my house at the biggest stage of them all. Vince ain't gonna pass up no money, and you better believe Kenny Omega, self-proclaiming himself the Lord of Wrestling, best professional wrestler in the world, coming here with all this gold from around other companies.
People,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly who the fuck he is, because you can't just, we gonna have to rebuild. No, people know exactly who the fuck Kenny Omega is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But putting belts on the line, you know what I'm saying, in WWE. Wait a minute. The New Japan World Championship is on the line at a WWE pay-per-view?
Take my money.
Watching it.
Take my money.
Watching it, you know what I'm saying? If they had to make it a 2-night pay-per-view, it'd be the first night on AEW, second night on WWE. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What you think?
I say go ahead and make it happen. There's no reason why you shouldn't have fantasy matches going on right now, man. There's many talented motherfuckers and as many promotions as we got. There's no reason why we shouldn't be having these. There's no reason why we should have to rely on the video game to make some of these dream matches come true. I'm gonna just come out and fucking say it. Stop bullshitting, okay? WWE, I'm specifically talking to you. Stop bullshitting. Y'all wondering why y'all shit floating down the toilet. Y'all wonder why y'all views are going down. Y'all wondering why people don't want to watch your shit. It's simply because, 1, you're not interested. In 2, all the talent y'all did have, you won't use or it's gone somewhere else where they can be where they want to be. All right? Nobody wants to see Roman Reigns, okay? Let's just call it what it is. Nobody wants to see this motherfucker. Everybody wouldn't mind seeing him get his ass kicked.
I'm not. Go ahead. I'm just gonna get mad. Go ahead, Roman Reigns.
People don't want to see him. You understand? People want to see him lose, but people don't want to see him. People are not gonna pay their money to watch Roman Reigns at all. They would much rather. Roman Reigns is a lot like Triple H. Roman Reigns can have this. He can have as many world championships and as many WrestleMania main events he wants to. Roman Reigns, as much as y'all want to, much like Triple H, will never be the guy. He will just be the guy that works with the guy that brings in a lot of views and a lot of money and all the shit y'all want him to do. He's just gonna be the one that works with with the dudes that do that. Edge, Daniel Bryan. You understand what I'm saying? Just to name a few.
Yeah. So now soon Cesaro.
Yeah, soon
you know
Cesaro,
what I'm saying? He done already worked with Kevin
Owens.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at the track record. He's never been the guy. He's just the guy that works with the guy that brings in all the shit they want him to. Brock Lesnar, I could go on all day with this. So why not go ahead and you say, you know what? Don't nobody want to see this guy. You know what I'm saying? We've had this has been a 10-year fucking project that has not worked. We've only seen WWE get worse from this motherfucker. So you know what? Why not just go throw cards to the wind? Especially you, Vince. You ain't gonna be here in the next 10 years. Just call it what it is. It'll be some miracle you still here in 10 years. So why not say, you know what? Damn this WWE umbrella, the echo chamber bullshit. We just gonna let everybody loose. And you know what? Y'all think y'all as good as y'all are? Let's see how y'all go against everybody else in the fucking world. Why not? What do you have to lose? Oh, I know what you got to lose. You got to lose the credibility of seeing that your hand-picked champions can't stand up to the people's champion. And I'm not talking Dwayne
championship
Johnson.
Material, nigga. They are not championship material.
That's what you're
Roman Reigns. I don't see Roman Reigns as a top champion. Y'all do. You know, having him stand out there on that ramp saying the shit that he was saying, dude, I don't even see how that nigga can stomach to say that shit every week, knowing damn well that he ain't there. No damn well that you ain't nothing but a Samoan copy of John Cena.
The Samoan John Cena. I call him the dollar store great value brand Jason Momoa, to be honest with you. That's exactly what it looks like.
Right. Shit, call it what you like, call it what you want, man. But you can't. I don't see it. It's not. I'm not buying that Roman Reigns is a better wrestler than anybody on the SmackDown roster. That's just my opinion. As a fan, no, I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns.
No,
I'm not. I never have been.
No.
You know what I'm saying? When Roman Reigns get into the ring, I felt that this was downtime. Bathroom break, concession stand, here we come, smoke a cigarette, smoke a joint, we out, done. I don't want to even look at this dude.
Look, it's not like that we just hate. I mean, honestly, I liked when he turned heel. It's just he's really done nothing to captivate off of that. He just come off, I'm heel, and all I got to say is I'm the
It's like this nigga get a new shirt every month. He just had a shirt when he came in on wreck everything and leave. Well, you didn't wreck nothing, and you came in, you wrecked, but you stayed. Why you stay? Why you stay?
Bro, and then you went heel, and then you went heel and didn't even become your own man. You went heel and became a fake ass Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Stop. And then you gonna make another shirt here after WrestleMania to my stack and pin them and what, bruh.
Which is nothing more than eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. Is it not? Like, come on, bro. You're not fooling nobody with that shit.
You ain't gonna be stacked. You make it seem like you're gonna be having triple threat matches for the rest of the year. Like you just gonna be pinning two men every match.
And don't nobody want to see that. Nobody want to buy that shit, bro. I don't.
Ain't nobody buying that shit.
Ain't nobody buying that shit.
You know. So guys, Beards and Beanies on Twitter. Dreamkiller11 on Twitter. If you at the channel and you watching, subscribe. Don't be like that. You came through and you peep. You into wrestling too. We talking wrestling. What we on fit your bill, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What's going down? No, I'm just fucking with y'all. I ain't bullying. Nobody. Look, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm over here knocking shit over again. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell for notifications. Like this video. Share it with all your people. And if you got anything you want to say about Kenny Omega's dominant Thanos-like championship reigns that's coming up, let us know down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you let me know how you felt about Impact if you watched it last night, and what you think the future of the company is going to be now that they have no main title. But Kenny Omega is supposed to defend said title on the show when it's time. So who you think his first championship match gonna be against? Drop that down in the comments. Let us know what's up. You got any final words, my guy?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. You pretty much said everything I was gonna say, man. I'm good. Thank y'all for watching. That's what I got to say.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And man, Roman, bro,
you suck.
I think that you really do need to lose Paul Heyman and try to find your way, bro.
I think Paul Heyman needs to lose you more than you need to lose him, because Paul Heyman doesn't need you. You need Paul Heyman. Yeah,
I think you need to let Paul Heyman go. I think you need to really buckle down on what you want to do and figure it out. It's a place for you, dude. It's just as this person that you are, like I say, a heel Roman Reigns, okay, I can get behind, but done like this, I can't. I'm not feeling it.
I've already seen it with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it's Paul Heyman being on your side. I would have totally rather you went with straight Samoa. And you could have even went and got a Samoan manager. You know what I'm saying? Make it all like make it all Samoan. I feel like bringing in Paul Heyman was like anybody that brought in what's his face, the dude from what's Peter Dinklage's character on Game of Thrones.
I never watched that shit.
Not I want to say Tyrion. Tyrion Lannister. I think it was Tyrion Lannister. Yeah, like Tyrion Lannister. You just anybody bring in this man. You a Samoan dynasty, but you got this man right here who ain't Samoan, speaking for y'all clan. You know what I'm saying? It's like he your counsel. Well, you don't trust your own brand, your own family or whatnot to be your counsel. You can run to Paul Heyman. Come on, Paul Heyman's just the best counsel. But he ain't your counsel.
Yeah, to be honest with you, while Jimmy can't wrestle right now, I'd much rather Jimmy and Jay cut your fucking promos for you, because they know how to do it and they Samoan.
Yeah, right.
Just had nigga, I'll let my little niggas get on your ass if I have to get up out this seat. I'd much rather that, than some fake ass Brock Lesnar for the next 5-10 years that we've already seen for the past 5 to 10 years. You understand what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me.
Yep. So guys, like we said, like, share, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, and that's gonna be the end of Top Grappler. I'm your man, the bearded beanie brother, and it's my boy and his Raging Rebels, and you can't see them, but they come in, boy. You better watch them. Better watch him. Better watch him.
He get strong every day. Get strong every day. We grow in
coming up
every day.
The squad, the Rebels are there, and they got the Beanie Squad on their hip. Nigga, we coming in, we taking over. Vice versa. Like that boy Shane Sung said, which was probably stupid, but next time you see us, we gonna be bringing armies. So y'all have a good one. That's gonna be the end of that. Peace. Later. Take it easy.